Happy Sunday, everybody. I'm Amanda Gordon with Facial RX, and welcome back to Skin School. So in my last video, we learned all about the epidermis, which is the thin outermost layer of skin that we can all see and touch. But today, let's go a little bit deeper into the second layer of the skin called the dermis. Now, this is the thickest of the three layers of skin, and it usually measures anywhere from 1 to 4 millimeters thick. Now, the dermis is made up of about 75% of dense fibrous tissue, but it also contains all of the little blood vessels and organelles that are essential in the health and the function of how the dermis works. So what's the big deal about the dermis? Why do we need it to be healthy and functioning properly? Let's take a look. Now, there are four main functions of the dermis. The first one is for strength and flexibility. This is what gives our skin the ability to be flexible, bend, and stretch. Number two is to provide protection and cushion for the tissues that lie underneath this layer of the skin. Number three is to provide temperature regulation, courtesy of our sweat glands, which we will learn about in a later video. And the fourth function is to help aid in our sensation of the skin, such as touch, pressure, pain, and temperature. Okay, now let's take a moment to take a quick peek at the different structures that you'll find in this layer of the skin.
Let's take a look at the capillaries. These are the tiny veins in the dermis of our skin that carry oxygen through our blood to the surrounding tissues. Next, we have our arterioles, which are the veins that carry deoxygenated blood containing carbon dioxide and waste material away from healthy tissue. Next up, we have our nerve endings that help us to feel pain, pressure, and temperature. Our sweat glands expel sweat onto the surface of our skin to help cool our bodies when our internal temperature rises too high. Next up, we have our hair follicles that are rooted in the dermis but extend up and out through the epidermis. Attached to the hair follicles at the base are our oil or sebaceous glands. These glands produce oil to help keep our skin lubricated. Attached to every single hair follicle is a tiny little muscle called the erector pili. Now, during times of extreme cold or perhaps a sudden rush of adrenaline, these muscles contract, causing the hairs to stand on end and the surrounding tissue to contract. This results in what we all commonly know as goosebumps or chicken skin.
Okay, last but not least, let's take a look at the all-important collagen and elastin fibers. Now, these are the most abundant structures in this layer of the skin, and they're mainly responsible for the support, the structure, strength, and the flexibility of our skin. All right, so as you can see, there are many structures within this layer of the skin that we need to learn about to be able to understand how the skin works as an entire cohesive unit. So go ahead and punch that subscribe button, because coming soon, we're going to be dedicating an individual video to each structure you've seen here today. And that way we can learn absolutely as much as we can about every single one. All right, everybody, that's it for today. Thanks for attending Skin School, and I hope to see you in my next video. Thanks so much.